Good early morning. Coming at y'all from North Carolina. So, my reflection for this shading and lighting class was very intimidating for me because I have never dealt with any type of 3D software. But to be honest and no hard feelings, I thoroughly enjoyed it so much more than digital painting. Um, Basically because I didn't have to use my grade school art skills, which I do not have anyway. So being able to learn the little things about Maya, Nuke, and Unity that really make a difference for your finished project. A lot of the feedback I got from the instructor was very helpful into my next coming assignments that we had throughout this month to help me produce a better final project. Um, some of my favorites, I'll probably start with my favorite, was being able to do our own camera angle for this environment scene. I really enjoyed this one. Um, just the different settings we got to do, experiencing um, what type of environments give this type of finish to the project, I guess I could say. I had no idea that a globe of something and then you rotate, your balcony here to give it whether you want the sun hitting it, the sky hitting it, the night sky, the sunrise to be away from it. Very cool to work with. So I really liked that we're, given a little bit of freedom to really experience with ourselves and, kind of create our own finished project. I really enjoyed that. One of the less stressful assignments we were given. The video shoot that we got to do for the car was really cool. I had no idea that there's 240 little frames for that short video. I thought it was crazy. Probably my most favorite, which is weird because I was very scared of Nuke coming into this class, because from digital painting, when we had to deal with it in the beginning of this class, I was like, what in the world is this? And my brain was just fried. But the modified render that we last did, that I really just did not too long ago, watching the videos and the tutorials to get the step-by-step was really cool. Being able to create our own once again, I really like that. Being able to step out our own box and seeing what we could really do without any, given guidelines, but without a certain, this is what I want and this is how it's going to be. So what I did here, I went a little patriotic, a little bit of blue and backside of red. This statue is going to haunt me because we dealt with it so much, but one of my favorites, which is why I have it pulled up here too, just a different type of angles, different type of lights. I had no idea there were so many different little assets that really make a huge difference in each of your image. Quite crazy. And with the car, I had difficulty with the earlier projects we had, like with the shaded wireframe and things like that. The instructor had told me, because I had produced darker images than what they're supposed to be, and I missed that small detail that was going to brighten my image, which was the burn-in mapping, which is in the image toolbox before I exported my file. So that was something I definitely paid attention to during my next assignments and creating those and finishing them out. Also, a lot I took in was messing with the settings in Maya, so you're not waiting and waiting and waiting for that render to finish. There's certain things that you can adjust to still produce a high quality photo, just like these very good tips that we were given, and definitely ones I will not forget. The most challenging and still challenging for me, which is why I haven't done it yet, is Unity. I have a really hard time even starting with that. I always get a lot of errors and stuff, so I get kind of frustrated. But then I go back to the videos and I rewatch the tutorials, step-by-step instructions. It's a lot easier to have a visual along with the audio rather than just out of my notes I take from previous videos I've watched. So it's always good to subscribe to those YouTube channels that really help me out. I'm pretty proud of all the challenges we're given with Maya, like the character, the environment, the vehicle. I really enjoyed those. I had a lot of fun working with those. Even when I wasn't producing like my final image, I was still playing around with certain settings, seeing what it got me, different angles, different types of lights. Really neat stuff, and I'm excited to keep pursuing my academic career. Very excited to be attending Los Angeles Film School. I always watch the interviews and read the articles, and it's great because my work isn't anywhere where I need it or want it to be, but I know in the long run, when things get less crazy around here for me, I'll be able to apply myself a lot more, and I'll be able to produce a lot more quality, whether it's videos, images, whatever the case may be, whichever pipeline I fall into and find more interesting for myself. Nuke honestly was something like I said I was afraid of, but all the little the nodes that we like, the read nodes, the exposure tabs, all of that, how they all connect, and one minor slip up, what you produce is not gonna be what you thought it would be just because you missed one single step or follow instructions. I dealt with that throughout our Nuke projects. I had missed a few steps or didn't do something I was supposed to, and it bit me in the butt, so I would have to start all over. But I really enjoyed working with Nuke and Maya. Definitely a lot better than Photoshop, I would say. The layering for me in Photoshop was a little bit confusing, but to actually see the structure and connecting the lines for the nodes in Nuke was a lot easier for me to see and be like, okay, this goes here, that goes there. So I really enjoy that about that software, because I'm a very visual person, visual learner. So I'm looking forward to this next class, and thanks for watching.